probably never ever thought about. It's often called the forgotten organ. But what if it's actually one of the most important keys to your long-term health and survival? Seriously? What if an organ that most of us just dismiss as useless in adults could actually determine your risk for cancer, for heart disease, and even decide how well you respond to life-saving treatments? Well, we're talking about the thymus. It's the small gland tucked right behind your breastbone. Think of it as a boot camp for one of your body's most critical soldiers, the T cell. These are the guys that literally hunt down and destroy invaders and diseases. Now, for the longest time, the scientific story about the thymus was, well, pretty straightforward and frankly a little dismissive. Yeah, the thinking for decades was basically this. The thymus does all its hard work when you're a kid, building up your immune system. But after puberty, it was believed to just shrink and become pretty much inactive, a retired veteran of the immune system. So this was the old model, a simple timeline. Peak function when you're young, and then a long, slow decline until it was considered basically useless in adults. The idea was that once your T-cell army was trained, the training camp could just shut down for good. But what if that whole story was wrong? Turns out, new research from Aarhus University is completely flipping that old idea on its head. This is a big one. And the researchers themselves don't mess around with their words. Nikolai Birkbach, one of the key scientists, calls this paradigm shifting. He says it directly challenges that old view that the thymus just doesn't matter in adult life. So let's just lay it out, side by side. The old belief, the thymus is inactive in adults. Period. The new finding, the thymus is actually critical for your health as an adult, influencing your risk of disease and even your chances of survival. It's a total 180. Okay, so this is where this new discovery connects to one of the most important areas of modern medicine. Let's talk about the fight against cancer. To really get this, we need to know what immunotherapy is. It's a revolutionary cancer treatment that doesn't just poison cancer cells. Instead, it supercharges your own T cells to do the job they were made for, hunt down and destroy threats, including tumors. And this is where it gets absolutely fascinating. The researchers found a massive difference in how patients respond. People with a healthier, well-preserved thymus had way better survival rates than those whose thymus had already declined. I mean, the gap is huge. Just as Birkbach puts it, nice and simple. A healthier thymus means you respond better and you live longer. It really suggests that for immunotherapy to work its magic, you need that T-cell training camp to still be up and running, sending out fresh, effective troops. So the big takeaway here is that this changes how we should think about treating cancer. It's not just about attacking the tumor anymore. It's about understanding the patient's entire immune system, and the thymus is playing a starring role. A strong immune foundation might just be the ultimate difference maker. All right, now this is where all this research really hits home for every single one of us right now. Because it turns out the health of this vital organ might have a lot to do with the choices we make every day. This, of course, raises the big question. If some people have a healthier thymus than others as they get older, what's causing the difference? What makes it shrink faster for some and not others? Well, the answers probably won't shock you, but they're more important than ever now. The studies pointed to 3 major lifestyle factors that speed up the thymus's decline: smoking, obesity, and not getting enough physical activity. And the consequences are really serious. This research links a poorly functioning thymus directly to a higher risk of not just cancer, but also cardiovascular disease and even dying earlier from all causes. All of a sudden, this forgotten organ seems totally central to our overall longevity. So, now that we have this incredible new knowledge, where do we go from here? What could this all mean for the future of medicine? Well, the path forward looks something like this. First, we could start to identify people whose thymus is declining faster than it should be. And second, and this is the really exciting part, we can start looking for ways to actively slow that process down, to protect our immune function as we age. It's truly amazing when you stop and think about it. Just understanding and protecting this one single organ could fundamentally change how we approach 3 of the biggest health challenges we face: aging, cancer, and heart disease. It really leaves us with a fascinating question to ponder. We've focused so much on diet and exercise and treating diseases after they show up. But could the next great leap forward in medicine be all about preserving this forgotten immune powerhouse, keeping our body's best defense system going strong for our entire lives? It seems the answer might just be a resounding yes.